Hello, friends. Mary Taylor here, a virtual assistant of all things creative, techie, visibility, administrative, all kinds of things that I help my clients with. And for a while now, I've been wanting to do some videos and images and tutorials on tips and tricks on a variety of things on getting organized, on tech tips, on all of the different things that you might have questions on, things that I go in and do for my clients, things just to be quick and helpful. And I'm going to probably start doing it consistently on a certain day of the week, like Tuesday tips. But while I happen to be working in these tools at the moment, I thought I'd go ahead and do a video right now. And today's partly on getting organized and partly on technology, the tools that I use to help me get organized. As a virtual assistant, I use Asana for project management. But for both business and personal, I also just want to, how I get organized is I do a brain dump, all of the things that are floating around my head that are distracting me, that are tolerations, that are to-dos. I start by just getting them out of my head, dumping them into one place where I can see them and work with them and categorize them and prioritize them. So one tool and move them around. So I love the interface of these tools that I'm going to share with you today because they're drag and drop, and they're one of them is visually stunning because you can add pictures to it. Actually, they both are, but anyway, without further ado, the one that I've been using for years is Trello. And right now you're looking at my dashboard. Some other company, it's still called Trello, it looks like, but some other company purchased it, Atlassian or something like that, a few years ago, and they started charging. I don't know, I had a lot of um, workspaces. That's what these are called. Um, you see, I've got 10 of them here, and I probably had 20. They started charging for if you had any more than 10. So all of the rest of my boards, or I'm sorry, my workspaces are closed or archived until I decide how to pull them all in together or use another tool or pay to upgrade. Um, so this is the dashboard, and it's showing my different workspaces. So I'm showing 10 right now. And one thing I thought, I'd show you just like some personal things, pulling together meals, meal planning, menu planning. Right now, I was looking for some cute holiday desserts or any recipes in general. And I'll show you a couple of ways to do this. So you saw my dashboard and you saw the different boards that you can name and categorize with the different things that have meaning to you. And once you open up one of those workspaces, now like this one has several boards within it. The board labeled soups, a board labeled salads. I'm looking at the one called holiday. And on each board, you can add a card. So for recipes and menus, I like the imagery. I like to see um, photos of what the food looks like once it's prepared. So I can just scroll through and at a glance decide what I want to try. And so I'll show you a couple of ways to do this. You go into a website that you want to save where the recipe resides. Oops. Copy. Okay, go into card, give it a title. These are Santa, mini strawberry Santas. Okay, click enter, then go into the card and add the URL to the comments, and then go to the picture. I used to have to download pictures and save them to my desktop and then upload them to Trello. Now I can just do copy image and click on comment and paste, and it's uploading the file. And if I save one of these, it saves both of them, the link and the image. So I X out of this, I go to my holidays, and there you go. There's the title, Mini Strawberry Santas, and it gives you the visual. There is actually an easier way to do this. It depends on what your preference is on how you want to view things, like this recipe over here. I'll show you how I did that, because you can just click on the link. Like here, I have to go into the card and then click on the link to get to it. And then adding an image was an extra step. So another way to do it, let's see. Here's some polar bears. Copy the link, add a card, and just paste the link without going into the card, hit enter, and there you go. It brings in the image and the title, and then you click on the card with the link and it takes you right there to your recipe. So that is Trello. Again, I like how visually, stunning this is with all the pictures and images. You don't have to add images. For example, like my book list. I've just added cards with text and I didn't add images. One thing you can do here is change the background. And let's say books. And I like the bookshelves. And then there you go. And then go click on Trello to get back to your dashboard and see your 10 work spaces. And then keep adding boards and cards to them. Now, if you want an alternative that is free with a pro upgrade like everything else, I recently discovered UpNote, UpNote, UpNote. And I saved the welcome message because it shows you how to highlight and use checklists and add images and add quotes and do some other formatting type things. Let's see, like I need to combine things and merge things because I had a books list in Trello. And what was I looking at? Like to explore this library, you can still see images. You get the thumbnail. If you add a thumbnail that you want it to kind of stick out in the sidebar, you've got that image. But then when you click on the notebook is what they call them and open it up, what you can add, if you add a new note within this, the note can be a bulleted list, a numbered list, a photo or image, and it can be just as, visually pleasing as what I was looking at in Trello a little bit ago. So I think that is it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I can always add it later. And this right now, I'm just using the free version of UpNote. There is an upgrade, just like Trello, but Trello, you've got 10 workspaces to work with. If that is enough for you, Trello, you can invite teammates and link to each other's workspaces. Some of your workspaces can be private. Some of them can be um, some of them can be shared publicly. Some of them can be shared just with one person or like a teammate. And I haven't actually explored UpNote to that extent. to know its capabilities. But in the meantime, it's like a free option to expand on Trello if maybe you want to use one for business and one for personal. Get the most you can out of the 10 boards for free and then use the other one for personal or something. And that is it. Thank you so much for stopping by and happy holidays.